champion. Do, 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 do. The Champions League is back at Manchester United. Now, we don't feel the best. We are not the best, but it's great to be back in the Champions League. डर लग रहा है बायर्न म्यूनिख क्या करेगी किस हद तक करेगी हमारे साथ उसके बारे में we are scared and frightened but as I said the Champions League is back and we just cannot be pessimistic going into the match. Although there is not much to be optimistic going into the match, but we cannot be absolutely pessimistic. So, big and warm welcome to everyone who's joined in. A big welcome to MESC Red Devils NCR. A small request before we start the video: like the video, subscribe to the goddamn channel, and turn on the notifications as well. Because when we put out videos like this, you'll be the first one to be notified. All right, so Bayern Munchen, one of the favorites to win the Champions League every year round, although they don't win it quite enough, although they did do a treble recently, so bonkers on me. But no, to be honest, what I feel is that we are heavy shitters going into the match. Bayern Munich are heavy favorites. It's at the Allianz Arena. क्या होने वाला है किसी को कुछ नहीं पता. Although सब predict कर रहे हैं कि हो सकता है कि this would be a very big humiliation for United. Although I think differently. मैं अपनी छोटी सी prediction and अपना thought process last में share करूंगा. But starting with the game itself, I'd like to talk about Bayern Munich and what they do, what's their system and stuff like that. So if I take you through, I'd 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They played 5 games this season. One of them being a, I don't know, friendly कहेंगे से क्या रहेंगे, DFL Super Cup. They lost 3-0 to Leipzig, which was Harry Kane's chance to win his first club trophy. And of course, they fucked up. So that's that. But Werder Bremen, they won by 4-0. Augsburg, they defeated Augsburg by 3-1. Mönchengladbach 2-1. And recently drew 2-2 with Bayer Leverkusen. So that is their sort of recent form. Now, people are saying that they've not hit their stride as of yet. So as I'm currently looking, I'm trying to tell you what their lineup was against Bayer Leverkusen. So it was obviously Harry Kane who started, and then the three behind him were Leroy Sané, Thomas Muller in a more advanced kind of a Bruno-ish role, then Serge Gnabry with Kimmich holding and Goretzka more like, box-to-box wala role. And then they had Konrad Lehmar, who's at least here shown as the left back, which I don't think is very fair or true. And then Upamecano, Kim Min-jae as their centre-back partnership with, the right back. Konrad Lehmar was right back, and Davies as Alphonso Davies as their left back, which when Ulreich starting it in the goal for them. So, I mean, De Ligt on the bench, Choupo-Moting obviously, Matthias Tel, Mazraoui, Musiala, right. So, I mean, it's a decent enough bench. Now, they also have their fair share of injuries. They've Manuel Neuer, they've Rafael Guerrero injured out there, but fair share to kuch nahi hai United ke samne, who have an abundance of injuries. Harry Maguire and Aaron Wan-Bissaka both have pulled out as well. So what's that? What does that mean? That means that our injury list is ever so growing. मतलब हमारी injury list grow करे जा रही है. Now, 2 people have come off that list, but मुझे नहीं लगता कि वो इस game में directly feature करेंगे, because especially one of them being Rafael Varane. Now, Rafael Varane का वापस आ जाना, I don't think he would just slot into the centre back partnership, because उसका सेंटर बैक का देखो तभी फन बनता है खेलने का जब वो पूरा गेम खेले, एंड पूरा गेम आई डोंट थिंक वील रिस्क इट इन अ मिड वीक गेम जस्ट व्हेन राफेल वरान वापस आया. सो आई थिंक दैट इज a bit irrelevant for this game. But uske alawa Mason Mount is back again. To him also I think it's not still irrelevant because he can play a part, but I don't think he'll start. And then Aaron Wan-Bissaka bhi injured ho gaye, so Diogo Dalot and Sergio Reguilon are kind of our only choices, options on the full back positions. Uske baad Victor Lindelof and Martinez maybe pick themselves. Of course, Onana would be there. Now it's going to be interesting to see. Not really, but the combination of play we have. There was this slightly urta rumor ki Rashford might have a new position. I don't see what position. Pata nahi, wing back to nahi khila denge usse or something like that. Maybe we go back three, but back three, teen centre backs nahi hai. Maybe we put out Casemiro. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe Ten Hag tries something different. Who knows? So that's pretty much that with in terms of United. But Bayern Munich, we know they'd be missing Kingsley Coman, as reported by Manchester United official app. So they'd be missing Kingsley Coman. When asked about the United ka स्टैंस है यूनाइटेड की पोजीशन पे, क्या कमेंट है टूशल का, ही रियली सेड कि मेरा टाइम इन इंग्लैंड, दिस वाज वन ऑफ द थिंग्स आई रियलाइज कि कुछ भी एक नीडल भी हिलेगी यूनाइटेड में तो इट विल ऑब्वियसली बी एम्पलीफाइड बाय द मीडिया एंड कवरेज हमेशा ज्यादा होगी ऑन द बिगेस्ट ऑफ द क्लब्स। एंड हैरी केन आल्सो से भी पूछा गया कि क्या यूनाइटेड का क्या सीन, मतलब सीन नहीं, बेसिकली उससे पूछा कि ऑफर वगैरह नहीं आपने ज्वाइन किया, उसने कहा मेरे कोई रिग्रेट नहीं है। सेम विद टेन हाग आल्सो सेड मेरे को भी कोई रिग्रेट नहीं है, हैरी केन हमने नहीं खरीदा बिकॉज़ आई हैव रासमुस हॉयलुंड एंड we trust him and we trust him enough and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see, maybe Oilun का Champions League debut भी हो सकता है हमारे लिए, so that's going to be interesting to see as well. Now see, there's a lot of, I'm going to be honest, and there's no point in being dishonest right now, मतलब हद से ज्यादा नेगेटिविटी है अभी तो, हद से ज्यादा, मतलब जहां से देखो चांटे पड़ रहे हैं यूनाइटेड को। मतलब पिछले पिछले सीजन की स्टार्ट में हम लोग ये कह रहे थे कि 2 गेम्स में से 2 हार गए, बट देन वी बाउंस बैक एंड वी वर ऑन एन अपवर्ड ट्रेंड सिंस देन। हमारा इस बार तो ट्रेंड ही कुछ नहीं पकड़ पाया। दिस इज अ वेरी बिग वार्निंग साइन कि अभी तक हमने एक भी गेम कन्विंसिंगली नहीं खेला, इवन द विक्ट्रीज वी हैड वर में। सो मतलब एवरी टीम हैज ऑलमोस्ट डोमिनेटेड अस, कोई भी टीम चाहे वो बड़ी हो चाहे वो छोटी हो, हैज डोमिनेटेड अस व्हेनेवर एंड वेयरएवर वी हैव प्लेड। दैट इज नेवर अ गुड साइन, बट वी हैव 4 points in 5 games, sorry 6 points in 5 games। 3 मिलते हैं ना जीतने के, 2 नहीं मिलते, so 6 points in 5 games। We had, I guess, 7 or 9 in 5 games of the last season. Now Champions League starts. Bayern Munich are our biggest rivals, that to those 2 positions, of course, first and second in the group, with Galatasaray and Copenhagen filling up the rest of the group, and we really would have to at least fancy ourselves against them both, eyeing up the 12 points there available against Galatasaray and कोपेनहेगन। बट ये वाले जो 6 पॉइंट्स है ये भी काफी कुछ डिटरमिन कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज वी रिमेंबर अ सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन, पीएसजी लाइप्जिग इस्तांबुल बाशकशहर। हमने लाइप्जिग को ठोक दिया, पीएसजी को ठोक दिया, एंड देन हम बाशकशहर से ठोक गए। सो सो इट्स लाइक इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अनप्रेडिक्टेबल व्हाट कैन हैपन और व्हाई इट कैन हैपन। तो हमें हमेशा रेडी रहना होगा, एवरी पॉइंट मैटर्स। बिल्कुल ये नहीं है कि ओके अवे है, लेट्स सी अ ड्रॉ इज, नहीं जाओ जीतो। इट डजंट मीन कि यू गो आउट, यू अटैक, सब स्पेस छोड़ दो पीछे, नहीं। इट्स नॉट व्हाट आई मीन, और इट्स नॉट व्हाट द फैंस मीन, बट whichever way you play, you should play to win. Like your mind में तुम्हें 3 points यहाँ से लेके जाने हैं तो जाने हैं, so that should be the end goal. And considering how we've been throughout the history of us, and just us being a comeback FC, और हमारा देखो मतलब जब भी हम ऐसे एकदम डाउन होते हैं, हम एक, हालांकि वो चलता नहीं है, और कमबैक से हम कमबैक डाउन ही आ जाते हैं, सो उतना कुछ होता नहीं है, बट स्टिल दैट कमबैक वाला जो हमारे में वो नेचर होता है कि इतनी घटिया गंदी परफॉर्मेंसेस, गंदे रिजल्ट्स के बाद हम एक गेम ऐसा दे देते हैं जब सब लोग कहते हैं मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड इज बैक, चैंपियंस लीग नाइट्स इन मैन यूनाइटेड। तो पीएसजी 3-1 देख लो, सिटी के साथ कमबैक देख लो, वैसे ही कुछ भी गेम्स उठा के देख लो, वी जस्ट विन देम आउट। यूवेंटस के अगेंस्ट देख लो, जब हमने यूवेंटस को हराया था, ट्यूरिन में आया था शायद। So I mean that was a prime example of us, just winning games for fun but for nothing, because then we don't capitalize. So मेरी जो अंदर की एक intuition कह रही है, don't replicate it with confidence. Intuition जो मेरी अंदर की कह रही है वो कह रही है कि I think either we'll scam a draw or a win. हम हारेंगे नहीं, बिकॉज ऐसा लग रहा है कि वो जो अंडरडॉग वाला ही होता है ना, कि आज तो कर देंगे, आज तो पार देंगे, वैसे वाला अंडरडॉग करते करते we will emerge either victorious or we'll get a draw here and there. हम काउंटर पे ही खेलेंगे, वही खेलेंगे, but still we'd have decent chances, or either we'll sneak a win or we'll draw the game, we'll not lose the game, and then we'll all be hyped up for the game, or even, and then हम Burnley से जाके या तो हार जाएंगे या तो draw करेंगे। That is my sort of prediction related to this, all of this next 4-5 days in accordance to United. Now, in terms of how we should set up, how we're wanting to set up now, that is the golden question. Because with so many injuries, with so many suspensions, so many internal club के suspensions, एक मैंने post देखा था, 7 injuries, 2 fighting with manager, 3 out with women issues, and ऐसे एक दो blah blah blah, एक दो sign नहीं किया ऐसे, so Ten Hag disaster class चल रही है, not Ten Hag की वजह से, but just Ten Hag's time, Ten Hag की कुंडली as a whole, because like the atrocities that manager has had to face throughout his tenure at Manchester United has just been unbelievable. मतलब रोनाल्डो से लेकर फिर एक दो प्लेयर्स को सस्पेंड करना, now he is so spot on in his sort of how should I say this analysis, that he's saying कि क्लब में एक लेवल नहीं था, क्लब में एक डिसिप्लिन का लेवल नहीं था, क्लब में एक वो सीमा मर्यादा नहीं थी, किसी भी चीज की कुछ भी हो रहा था, so the club wanted me to be here and fix all of that. So I mean, I have done that, and we have strict lines in accordance to that. So fair enough, matlab, you know like he has gone on and then put out these lines in place, और उसने कहा कि मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता क्या भी चल रहा है, because you know what, as I can see right here on my device, that Bayern Munich and Manchester United played a friendly around 5 years ago, and Bayern Munich defeated us. So fair enough, मतलब पांच पांच साल पहले हमारा लास्ट मुकाबला हुआ इनके साथ. So I mean, ठीक है. And if you look at the Champions League में, head-to-head history, it is 4 wins, 5 draws, and 2 wins for United. So 4 wins for Bayern, 5 draws for both of the clubs, and 2 wins for United. Now we all know one of those wins कहाँ आई थी और किस sort of sentiment में आई थी. So of course they've won the competition 6 times, most recently in 1920. They've won 3 times, most recently in 7, 8, and of course, as they're saying, as I was just saying, the UEFA side does show the 1999 final. So it's obviously going to be remembered for that. It's also in remembrance. First of all, like obviously, whenever we talk about it, the Munich air disaster, the air crash. So it's also known in a very respectful manner, in a very sincere manner, because of that as well. So I mean, it's a glorified rivalry. It's a kind of a bond wala rivalry, and two top premier European clubs trying to fight it out. Now, of course, both of them don't not really, like both of them, दोनों क्लब्स है ऐसे जो उस सिचुएशन में एटलीस्ट प्लेइंग वाइज जहां नहीं होने चाहेंगे, but the thing with Bayern Munich is they anyhow win their league, so I mean that's irrelevant for them. But for us, there are many big players in our league now, so we are struggling. But that being said, नया Champions League है, let's support our boys. We have Bruno Fernandes, we have Casemiro, we have Varane who's back, then we have Reguilon who seems to be so pumped up. Then we have an injured Amrabat. We have Rashford who can't pass, Højlund who's just made his debut and stuff. But no, jokes apart, we have the quality to beat any team in the world any given day. But can we capitalize on that is the bigger and the biggest question ever asked for United. But with that thought, as I said, if I had to predict, I'd go with my intuition and I'd say 2-2 ka draw. I'd say 2-2 ka draw, and you know what? I'll take a draw and I'll snatch your hand with it. I'll snatch all of your 5 fingers with it, because draw at Allianz Arena against Bayern Munich in the first game of the Champions League, mwah, mwah, I take it. I take it with both the hands. So that is pretty much it in terms of what to expect versus Bayern. Hope you guys like the video. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in till here. Again, a small request: if you could like the video and subscribe to the goddamn channel. And till the time, keep supporting United. We'll be back for the review of Bayern Munich. Take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Cheers.